Hi, this is Bubbie, and I'm here to bring you your Bubbie pin for today. Today's Bubbie pin, it affects every single family in the world. It affects mothers who have an 8-month-old baby to an 18-year-old baby. And I'm talking today about cell phones. It is absolutely crazy what's going on. I don't know if you're a mother and you've ever tried to talk to your child when they're on a cell phone, or ask them to put it down so you could talk, or ask them to put it down, period. Told them it's over. They come out like they've been in another universe, and they are. Try even talking to your partner when they're in the same room but just on a cell phone. It's like, hello, can you hear me? And then all of a sudden they look up, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but they were right there. They were right there. This phone is bringing us in, and it's not bringing us out. And what I mean by bringing us out is, when I was a kid, the streets were filled after school. Everybody would come home, finish their homework as quickly as they could, and go outside and play. In fact, the main question in people's houses after school was, do I do my homework first and then go out and play? Or should I go out and play and release some stress and then come in and do the homework? My philosophy, and you can have your own, my philosophy is always get the homework done first. It gives you an incentive to go fast and to get out and play. But the downside of that is kids are already outside playing and you're missing out on the fun. Also, the upside is that the things that you learned in school are still right there in your head and can reinforce. When you're doing your homework, do the hard things first, leave the easy for the end. Those are my side notes on this. Back to cell phones. I don't know what to do, but look at your family. I know in my family, because we're Torah observant Jews, I think Torah observant Jews and the Amish are going to be the only ones not affected by this. The Amish even more so. They'll be like really, really fantastic because they don't touch this. But Torah observant Jews, 1 day a week, from sundown on Friday night to sundown on Saturday night, we don't touch our cell phones. And amazing things happen with our families. All of a sudden, board games come out, card games come out, conversations start to be had. I know if I go to my grandchildren's house on a Wednesday, I don't see them. If I go on Shabbos, we're talking, we're laughing, we're playing games. They're out. These cell phones are bringing everyone so far deep into wherever it's taking them that it's actually raising our children. We're not raising our children anymore. So I'm going to ask you to come up with some solutions in your life. Here's a few that I've come up with. One is 1 day a week for sure. I didn't come up with that. God did for the Jews. But do it. Make it a Tuesday, make it a Wednesday. Make 2 hours a night before bedtime, hours that the family spends together. This is family time. So if bedtime in your family is 7, from 5 to 7, family time. Part of that family time might be getting them ready for bed. That's okay. But being right there without a phone, that means mom, dad, you too, phones down, phones off. Now, for me, we live in a war right now. I'm living in Israel, so we're in a war country. We can't actually have our phones off. So phones are down though. They're not on the kitchen table. And chas v'shalom, God forbid, do not put your phone on the kitchen table. When you all come to eat dinner every night, and please do, it's really important. Don't bring the phones to the table. Never phone to the table while you're eating. Get your child out of the habit of propping the phone in front of them while they're eating their cereal. Right? They're sitting there at a bus stop. You can drive by a school bus stop and none of the kids are speaking with each other. They're all on their phones. You can get into a doctor's office. No one's talking to each other. They're all on their phones. And I remember when the phones first started to come out, and I always brought a novel with me to a doctor's office because I didn't like to touch the magazines. Well, so they were germy. So I would bring a novel, and that's what I would do. But all of a sudden, I started looking around, and everybody's going like this. And I'm like, what is happening? What is this? What, I wonder what they're doing on there, right? And then one day I hired a computer teacher to come to my house and teach me computers, and she taught me my cell phone, and she taught me how to play games on there, and that was it. That was it. Hours can go by and I'm on that cell phone. Hours can go wasted hours. Now that cell phone has information in there. I could be learning science and physics and chemistry and anything that I want, but I'm playing solitaire for an hour. And I'm being like a secretive when I say an hour because 2 hours could go by. It's it's sucking our lives out. It's bringing us into a shell. It's bringing us in. And games like hopscotch, I don't see it anymore. Games like 1, 2, 3, red light, green light. Games like stickball. I don't know if you ever played stickball, but it used to be like a pimple ball and it was air inside. You cut it in half and you get a stick and you're playing like baseball, but it's in the inner city and that half a ball's not going to go far and break a window. So that we called it stickball. Wall ball, we don't see it anymore. Baby in the air, all the games, just riding the bikes outside. And I don't mean electric bikes. I mean, let's all go to the park and we'll bring our gloves and our bat and play a game of baseball. Just not joining the team, just to having fun, putting on our roller skates. Let's all roller skate. Let's use our imagination and no one's doing it. It's not happening anymore. So we can't get control of the world. I don't even know why this is going on. I do know that parents, when the radio first came out, no, I wasn't born. When radio first came out, parents were like, my kid just sitting in front of that radio listening, and then it became family radio hour, and the family listened together. And but it was only on for a couple hours, like 1 hour was a mystery, 1 hour was a comedy, and that was it. And then they were outside playing again. When TV came, parents would say, stop sitting in front of the TV, don't sit too close. And then all of a sudden, all those sentences disappeared because parents started to use the TV as a babysitter. I've seen 8-month-old babies holding their mom's cell phone and going like this, right? They don't even know. Or mom's just handing the kid the phone because the baby Einstein will be on there or some other TikTok or something. And the baby's going in. Now, I don't know if it's a mental addiction, a psychological addiction, a physical addiction, an emotional addiction. I have no idea. All I know is try and get a kid off a phone to talk to you and watch a monster come out. A kid who's not a monster any other day of the week. I know when I was a teacher, all of a sudden students used to be like this. And I would say, can you put your phone away? You're not supposed to have a phone in school. I don't have a phone. Now they're lying to me. And they're on the phone. And if they're on the phone, I can't teach them and I surely can't compete with it. We have a problem. Let's take control of our families. Let's make certain hours of the day phone free, family time. Let's bring our kids out into the world instead of into a world that we have no idea what they're doing. And that is your Bubbie Pin for today. Thank you.